Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Sienna here with a brand new video. It has been a long time since I've posted anything to YouTube. Well, to be fair, anything longer than a YouTube short. So maybe welcome back to my channel applies to both you and me. Just a heads up, don't mind my voice. I am getting over a really nasty cold. So I am going to sound a little bit different than usual, but it's totally fine. Everything is okay. Today, we're going to be talking about synchronicities and why you keep seeing them. I'm betting you clicked on this video because you keep seeing synchronicities, things like matching in sequential numbers or letters, the same word or name popping up over and over, maybe the same symbol keeps coming up. You keep coming across things like, I don't know, lots of people come across like feathers or different kind of stones or coins or something like that just keep coming up on your path. There are so many different types of ways that the universe communicates through us through synchronicities, and we're going to figure out what the heck it means for your situation. So we have group 1, 2, and 3. We are using the One World Tarot as well as the Esther and Jerry Hicks Ask and It Is Given deck. I will have a timestamp for each group in the description of the video and in the comments. So feel free to just jump right to the one that you want, and let's get going. All right, group 1, of course, we're starting with you. We're going to figure out what is the universe trying to tell you. Oop. I already have cards flipping out. If that one comes out again, we'll know it's very important. See. Okay, first of all, we have this King of Pentacles. This is suggesting to me that you already have some kind of sturdy foundation. Like you probably have a full-time job or some type of full-time income. It keeps you comfortable. It keeps you, I guess, protected. Your bills are paid. Your fridge is stocked, you know. It keeps you kind of like stable where you are. Now, okay, I'm going to kind of read these out of order. Usually, I like to save the one on the bottom or the end here for last. But we have this Ace of Wands. You have a creative idea that you have been thinking about, you know, actually going for and doing. But you're worried about, is it going to be profitable? Is it going to keep me comfortable? Is it going to keep me secure? This Hierophant here in the middle is kind of representative of society, you know, the institutions. Maybe you go to school and they're like, oh, this is the real world. You get a job, you know, you study for X number of years, you go get a job, you stay in that job, and this is what you do. This is what you do because, you know, nothing else will pay. Or there is still that starving artist kind of, I guess, stereotype. Is it a stereotype or is it just I don't know. Anyways, the whole starving artist thing where they're like, oh, that's not going to make you any money. Creative pursuits are just not worth it. This is like your greater society telling you this. This is people maybe in your workplace are telling you like, are you sure you want to go for that? You have a pretty cozy job here, or you have a pretty good deal here. Like, are you really going to risk it for something that maybe will make you happy, but is possibly not going to pay your bills? But then we have this Nine of Cups. This is your emotional satisfaction. This is a card that represents one's wish or one's dream sort of coming true and being comfortable, feeling fulfilled. So doing this creative thing will actually, it may or may not bring in some monetary gain, but it will bring in some sense of joy and fulfillment and pride and accomplishment. So really the basic message I'm seeing here, what your synchronicities are telling you, group 1, is go for this creative thing, But you don't have to give up the steady income. If you can find a way, like, okay, example that's coming to mind, maybe somebody is a brilliant, let's say a visual artist. Maybe they're a brilliant painter or a really good, like a good filmmaker, or, something they like to do and they're able to do maybe in their spare time. You don't have to leave that full-time job that you have in order to pursue this creative idea. Or another good example would be YouTube. You could still make videos and have your community on there and still create the content that you want and that makes you happy and that makes your community happy. But you don't necessarily have to give up the job that pays your rent and bills. You could have it both ways. You could have both things in your life. You can have the security and the sturdy foundation, but you can also have the fun and enjoyment and the creative activity that brings you that emotional fulfillment. I'm going to pull from the Ask and It's Given deck. And these ones are interesting because there's printing on both sides. Obviously, there's always going to be printing on both sides of the cards, but like there's affirmations on this side and explanation on this side. So what I'm going to do is just shuffle and then pull one from the middle that I can't actually see. Okay, and the card we got says, my desires and beliefs are only thoughts. Your desires and beliefs are just thoughts. Ask and it is given. You ask through your attention, through your wanting, through your desire. That is the asking, whether you desire it to happen or you desire it not to happen, you are asking. So I think this is telling us two things. First of all, with the desires being only thoughts and how you ask the universe through giving attention and through like taking action towards your goals, you will be more likely to manifest this Nine of Cups feeling, this wish fulfillment, once you actually do the work. Just wanting it and thinking about it, it's a good start, but you actually have to sort of get the ball rolling. And then the second thing it's telling us is about how your beliefs are only thoughts. So, okay, go back to this Hierophant, King of Pentacles kind of thing. I got to put this card down somewhere. We're going to leave it right there for now. Then go back to this Hierophant, King of Pentacles thing, how there seems to be this narrative. That's the word I was looking for earlier, the starving artist, the narrative. Anyways, that it's either you do the thing that makes you money and, whether you like it or not, because that's how you survive in this world, that's how you play the game, or you go after this creative pursuit and you suffer for the sake of your art. That belief is not actually keeping you, it is kind of keeping you stuck, because if you're not able to see kind of outside of that way of thinking, it is going to be hard to do the work to sort of have this balance between doing what you must do and doing what you want to do. But this belief that you need either one or the other, it's just a thought. Just like this is saying, it's just a thought. It's not a law. It's not a natural law. It's not one of the laws of the universe. You can have both. Long story short, you can have both, group one. Do the creative thing that you want, but don't lose the thing that's keeping you stable. So basically, do the creative thing, don't quit your day job. And you will actually find a lot more success than you think. And another thing that I'm going to add is that it might work better to keep this steady income because it can help to fund this creative pursuit that you have. Whereas if you were to just quit your job to become an artist, you might well, maybe you have some savings to live off of to set up your business, to set up all your materials and stuff. But if you kept the full-time job and the steady income, it might help take some of the pressure off of how am I going to be able to afford X, Y, and Z for this project that I want to do. Okay? So you can have it both ways. You can make it work. And that is my message for you, Group 1. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you like this One World Tarot and you want to know where to find it, you are in luck, because I will put a link in the description. I will also put a link to the other authors of this deck, Lena Rodriguez, June Rifkin. I will also put a link to our illustrator, Alexandra Filipek. Go check out her art. Go check out Lena Rodriguez's videos. Go check out June Rifkin's other books and works. Okay, so with that, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. All right, hello Group 2. Welcome to your section of the video. I hope this reading gives you the information that you are looking for and helps answer some of your questions. What is the universe trying to tell you through the synchronicities that you've been seeing? So let's shuffle and let's figure it out. Let's jump right in. Okay, this one is very different than the last group. I kind of like this. It's kind of more fun this way because I'm not giving basically the same message in 3 different ways. Okay, right off the bat, with the presence of all these cups cards, out of the 4 cards that we have here, 3 of them are cups. This is a message about your emotional state and your relationships, your emotional connections. Okay, right away, what I'm seeing here is there is something new has entered your life. It's kind of like a new possibility here, a new connection, a new emotional interest. I say new with an asterisk because I'm going to read this a little bit out of order. With the 6 of Cups over here, this card is actually all about nostalgia and like relationships that you've had in your past. Relationships, that doesn't have to be romantic. It can be like family, like we see on this card here, family relationship. It could be friend relationship, whatever. Past emotional connections you've had with other people. I really do think in this particular reading's context, it is romantic, talking about romantic relationships, connections. New, asterisk, like I said, because it seems like a reconnection with somebody from your past. And it's kind of exciting, but it's kind of daunting. 7 of Wands. This is you are kind of on guard. I think you've been hurt before, maybe by this person that, and you've clicked on this pile. There is a person that has come to mind for you. Maybe you've been hurt or disappointed by this person in the past, or you've been hurt and disappointed by others, and because this connection from your past means so much to you, you're afraid of, what if something bad happens? What if I mess this up? What if this person turns out to be a huge jerk? So you're kind of a little bit on the defense. You're ready to protect yourself when maybe you don't have to have your guard up quite so tightly. It's okay if you have your guard up. That's actually very smart to, protect yourself. But let's look at this Knight of Cups. This person is making an offer of love or connection. They returned. Maybe it's one of those things where you were together, life took you separate directions. You each had different lessons you needed to learn on your own, apart from each other. And then it's time to circle back and reconnect. This person is back into your life and they are offering you sincere love, compassion, emotional connection. I think you're going to find that eventually this guard is going to come down a little bit easier. But don't be surprised. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised is what I mean to say. I wouldn't be surprised if this person coming back into your life took you off guard. It could be somebody that you haven't spoken to in years, months, whatever. Somebody that you have not really spent time with in a long time. Maybe you always kind of kept your eye on each other. Maybe you still followed each other on like Snap or Instagram or something like that. So you kind of knew a little bit where each of you was in life, and oh, I wonder how they're doing. Oh yeah, it seems like he's doing fine or she's doing fine, whatever. But they're all of a sudden like back in your DMs, or you bump into them and you're chatting in person, and it's kind of like you picked up where you left off. It's almost like no time had passed. For some people, that could actually be really alarming. The short message here is to actually like give this connection a chance. Still, yes, protect yourself. If something is fishy or you notice red flags or something isn't right, it is absolutely okay to leave. You still gave the connection a chance. Giving it a chance doesn't mean you just have to jump right in and settle if it's not actually what you want. But the feeling I have here from these cards is that it is a good connection. It's a healthy connection. It's a loving connection. I keep hearing the phrase friends first. Friends first. So there may not actually be a need to rush anything. Maybe this person comes back into your life. First it's platonic and you're just talking every day. Or maybe you're visiting or you're going for a walk here and there, or you're hanging out a little bit. And then it slowly builds up into something more. I feel like this is a genuinely kind and really sweet relationship. And it's like, protect yourself, keep the guard somewhat up, but don't be afraid to actually go for it and give it a try. Because over time, you could be forming so many good memories with this person. Like you could, 10 years from now, look back and have so much nostalgia for the stuff that you and this person are doing together today. So we're going to shuffle and pull and ask, and it is given Oracle card. These ones have printing on both sides. So what I like to do with this deck, and Spirit knows my intention to do it, so I always pick one from the middle so that I don't, I don't like get a peek of what the card is, and then it's just a whole thing. So the card that we need will be somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna pick it. Why does my saying no to it mean saying yes to it? When you give your attention to something you desire and you say yes to it, you are including it in your vibration. But when you look at something you do not want and say no to it, you are including it in your vibration as well. You cannot exclude anything that you're giving your attention to. So you could be here with the defensiveness, why are you back in my life? What are your intentions? What are you doing? This doubt, this kind of pushing back. You're still giving power to this connection being back in your life. Either way, it has become a part of your personal vibration. It's become kind of a part of your life, this chapter in your life. Whether you want to go forward with the relationship or not, there has to be some kind of closure. So the closure could just be saying, let's just be friends. Because maybe this person feels all this romantic stuff towards you. Maybe you don't feel it back. The closure could just be like, no, we just got to be friends, or like, I'm not looking for this right now, and moving forward from that. Or it could be getting together and forming a long-lasting connection that leaves you with happy memories and lots of nostalgia. So either way, this has come back into your life on purpose. You're going to face it. You're going to make a choice. Do I want to continue with this? or am I going to, you know, send it on its way and move forward? But I think should you decide to continue going forward, there's a lot of love here to be shared, and there's a lot of fun to be had. And maybe that's something to consider group 2. So I hope this reading helped you. I hope you really liked it. If you liked the One World Tarot that we used during this reading, we have a link in the description to where you can get this deck. I will also have a link to the other creators of this deck, to Lena Rodriguez. Go check out her channel. Go check out June Rifkin. She has lots of other books and things that she's created. And then go check out our artist, Alexandra Philippek. She's very talented. She's the one who made these cards as beautiful as they are. So go check that out. Thank you very, very much for watching this video. It's been a long time since I've done a pick a card. So thank you for sitting and bearing with me, because this one maybe it was a little bit awkward. It's just, I'm a little rusty with my, not necessarily with my reading. I've been reading tarot this whole time, but with my talking to the camera ability. All right. So thanks very much for watching group 2. Have a great day or night or whatever when you're watching this, and I'll see you again very soon. All right, group 3, this is your part of the reading. Thank you so much for being here. What is the universe trying to tell you through the synchronicities that you keep seeing? Okay, I had these cards come flying out, so we're just going to keep them. We're going to keep this one too. Okay. This deck is really excited for you, group 3. It is ready to speak. So we're going to do 3. And then our 4th one is the card on the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. Okay. So first of all, group 3, I'm just going to say it straight up. You guys are very powerful. Very powerful manifestors. You're very powerful with magic. Whether you intentionally practice magic or witchcraft or not, you have a lot of skill in this area. It could also be tied to past life experiences with magic, witchcraft, with the whole psychic realm, the whole spiritual abilities thing. Either way, point is, you got this. So I'm seeing you have this almost magical ability to bring people together with your words, with your story, and to bring joy and it's bringing joy and bringing connection and forming communities through the power of your life experience turned into your story, turned into your words. So you could be an aspiring, really, first of all, I'm seeing an aspiring writer, prose or poetry, doesn't really matter which, but somebody who with your writing can reach so many people and help so many people feel connected, feel like they're not alone in what they're experiencing. You've been through something, group 3, and you're at the point now where you can talk about it. And when I say you've done the healing work, I don't mean that it's 100% everything is okay and great now, because some things in life take a long time to heal from. Some things in life you have to kind of work on over and over again and forgive and heal from over and over again. But you're in a really good place where you are comfortable telling your story about your experience and letting other people know that they aren't alone, that they're not the only ones that went through what you went through. You've realized you're not the only one who went through what you went through, whatever you went through, good or bad. Your words make people feel safe. They make people feel joy. I think you're going to inject your sense of humor into your writing, into your speaking, because I'm also seeing like lecturing. Somebody, you may want to go and give presentations or do lectures for people, travel and speak to people. It could be as big as like doing a TED Talk, or it could be as small as going from school to school maybe and talking to children. There's all ages of people will benefit from what you have to say. This Hangman card I have not forgotten about. It's taken you a while to get to this point. So like I said, you've been doing your healing work and you've been doing it over the course of a long time. And this goal that you have of reaching other people, like it took you a long time to get to that point. Some people have an experience and they go, okay, well, I'm glad that's over. I want to get over it as quick as I can. Repress, let's go. And, they don't want to talk about it anymore because they don't want to open up that can of worms anymore. They don't want to go there because it's like, I already been there, I already been through it. I'm over it. I swear I'm over it. I'm not going back. But it seems like you have gotten to that point where maybe you did go through that, okay, I'm done. Let's repress it. Let's go to therapy, talk about what I need to talk about. Okay, I'm better now. I'm good. But then you kind of realize like, this is not actually going to go away completely. You might still have a little bit of trauma or a little bit of PTSD, maybe some serious PTSD. You do have reminders of what you've been through. And what I really, really appreciate and what I really commend you for, Group 3, is that you're no longer suppressing it. You're no longer just wishing or hoping it'll go away. You are accepting it. And you're accepting that you're still affected by it. But you're using what you've been through to help other people. And this is in turn going to help you. It's going to bring more joy into your life, seeing how other people can heal because of the help that you've given them. It's going to make you feel really good. It's going to make you feel fulfilled. This is kind of like a really beautiful thing. It's beautiful, and the word noble comes to mind. Because, really you don't have to keep reopening this thing and going back and visiting the memory of whatever you'd been through, but you are doing it. But it's for the benefit of other people. It's for the benefit of the collective. And I think that shows a lot of strength. That takes a lot of strength. So absolutely good on you, Group 3. This is an amazing thing that you're doing in your life. And even if you're sitting there like, I don't want to write a book. I don't want to give lectures. I don't want to do a TED Talk. I don't want to, have a YouTube channel, whatever. It could just be the people that you talk to in your day-to-day life. Maybe a friend goes through the same thing you do, and you and them sit down together and you talk about, well, here's, this is my experience and this is what helped me. But, also having an open mind and an open heart that they've been through their own version of events and, they're going to do what they need to do. But you're there to offer your help and support, and they feel comfort from hearing what you have to say. This is such a wonderful thing. You're showing true compassion by doing this, Group 3. Okay, so now we're going to pull an Ask and It's Given card. They have printing on both sides, so what I like to do is shuffle really well and pull from the middle. And let's see what your message is to go along with your reading. Behind my every desire is the desire to feel good. There is no desire that anyone holds for any other reason than that they believe they will feel better in the achievement of it. Whether it's a material object, a physical state of being, a relationship, a condition, or a circumstance, at the heart of every desire is the desire to feel good. At the heart of your desire, and we kind of already did talk about this. At the heart of your desire to share your story with others is the desire for you to feel better, to help others feel better, but it will in turn help you feel better. Your desire to help others feel good reflects your desire to help yourself feel good. It's taken you a while to get here, and it might take you a while to get to where you desire to be. So that could be, lecturing, writing books, having a YouTube channel where you can reach tons and tons of people. But you will get there, and it will be worth it. It seems like this is going to benefit you. Not just seems like, it is going to benefit you. It is. It's going to help you heal. Helping others heal is going to help you heal in so many more ways than you could imagine. So that was your reading group 3. I really hope that helped you. I hope you enjoyed being here. If you liked the One World Tarot, the deck that we've been using this whole time, I have a link in the description to where you can find it. I also will have a link to the other authors of the book, to Lena Rodriguez. Check out her YouTube channel. She makes all kinds of content. June Rifkin, check out her books. And check out Alexandra Filipek, the artist who made this tarot deck the beautiful thing that it is. With that, you guys, thank you so much for watching and for still being here, even though I had been on hiatus for a long time. I really appreciate it. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.